The Roman Empire did not rise to power through politics and strategy alone. Behind its victories stood the relentless discipline of its soldiers, forged through some of the most brutal and demanding training routines in history. Roman legions were feared across the ancient world not just for their numbers, but for the sheer endurance, strength, and precision instilled in them through years of harsh preparation. The training of a Roman soldier, or miles, was designed to push men to their absolute physical and mental limits. Recruitment and the first steps. A young Roman recruit was often between 17 and 20 years old. Upon joining, he was not immediately given a sword and shield. Instead, his early days were filled with long marches, carrying heavy packs, and learning the strict discipline of the legion. Roman generals believed that discipline was more important than raw courage. A soldier who could obey orders without hesitation was considered more valuable than a reckless fighter. Marching, the backbone of Roman power. Perhaps the most grueling part of Roman training was marching. Soldiers were expected to march up to 20 miles a day while carrying full equipment. Their gear often weighed more than 40 kilograms, including weapons, armor, rations, and tools. They were trained to cover these distances in precise formations, ensuring they could arrive at the battlefield organized and ready to fight. This relentless marching built stamina, discipline, and unity among the soldiers. Weapon training, practice with wooden arms. Contrary to what one might think, new recruits were not given sharp swords at first. Instead, they trained with wooden swords, rudis, and shields that were deliberately heavier than the real ones. By practicing with these, soldiers developed greater strength and endurance in their arms. When they finally used real weapons, they felt much lighter, allowing for faster strikes and longer endurance in combat. Soldiers also drilled with javelins, pilum, learning not only how to throw them, but also how to retrieve and reuse them efficiently. Combat drills and formations. The Romans perfected the art of fighting as a unit rather than as individuals. Soldiers trained to fight in close formation, protecting each other with overlapping shields in the famous testudo or tortoise formation. Drills were repeated endlessly until movements became second nature. Every soldier had to know his place in the line and react instantly to the sound of a horn or command. These formations gave Roman armies a deadly edge against less organized enemies. Endurance and survival skills. Beyond combat, Roman training included building camps, digging trenches, and constructing fortifications. Soldiers were expected to set up a secure camp every evening after long marches, ensuring they were always protected. They also learned swimming, hunting, and foraging, vital for survival during long campaigns. Punishments and discipline. Roman discipline was notoriously harsh. Any sign of weakness or disobedience was met with strict punishment. Cowardice in battle or falling asleep on guard duty could even result in execution. On some occasions, entire groups were punished through decimation, the execution of 1 in every 10 soldiers. Such brutal measures ensured fear kept discipline strong. The result of brutal training. This relentless routine produced soldiers who were not only physically strong, but mentally unbreakable. They could march for days, fight in organized lines, and endure hardships that would break most men. The Roman legions became a near-invincible force, capable of conquering vast territories and holding them for centuries. Conclusion. The brutal training of Roman soldiers was the foundation of Rome's military supremacy. Every march, every drill, and every punishment forged men into disciplined warriors who fought not just for themselves, but for the might of Rome. Their routine was not glamorous, but grueling, and it was this dedication to discipline and endurance that carved the Roman Empire into history.